You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, we're going to talk about Caitlin Clark and her, we would believe to be impending naming into the Team USA for the Olympics, the Paris Olympics. I can't imagine why Caitlin Clark would not be on the team. And certainly if you're, let's say, NBC, you're sitting back going, we require her on there because we want actual ratings for the Olympics. And I would be very interested to see the Olympic ratings for those games on Team USA with Caitlin Clark involved. However, there may be a fly in the ointment here, and believe it or not, it could be the nemesis, the arch nemesis of Caitlin Clark, which is Diana Taurasi. Her being named to the team could end up costing Caitlin Clark a spot. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I certainly could care less about watching Taurasi on that team. I think we all want to see Caitlin Clark. I don't even think there's a question. Wearing Team USA, probably winning the gold, and I just think it would be a great moment for our country, maybe restore a little pride and patriotism back into Team USA as far as basketball goes. I mean, look, we're just now feeling like we're getting some traditional values into a league like the WNBA. Well, here we are, and I'll get to the Diana Taurasi part in a second. There are fears Caitlin Clark could miss out on Team USA's roster for this summer's Olympic Games, despite her record-breaking year. Clark was recently selected by the Indiana Fever with the first overall pick in the WNBA draft after a meteoric rise. The 22-year-old said recently that representing the United States would, quote, mean everything and be the realization of a childhood dream. That's exactly the way we love to hear our Olympic heroes talk. Right there. Not the Megan Rapinos of the world that act like they are literally getting a root canal having to represent the USA. No, that's not what we want to see. And a bunch of players that act like they hate our country, we want to see and hear this. It means everything. The realization of a childhood dream. That is the kind of thing we would like to hear. But Caitlin Clark has yet to participate in a senior camp, and The Athletic pointed out that there is a, quote, pay your dues with Team USA mantra with the national team. Come on. I mean, that's ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. The selection committee is made up of Dawn Staley, Simone Augusta, Delisha Milton-Jones, Jennifer Rizzoli, and a WNBA head of league operations, Bettany Donovan. In April, the AP reported that although Clark will miss the U.S. training camp, the start of her WNBA career will serve as her tryout for the Olympic roster. Clark was the only college player invited to join the U.S. 14-player training camp. However, she was unable to attend because she was part of the Iowa Hawkeyes team, which reached the national championship game in the NC2A tournament. Well, you can't hold it against her that her Iowa team was so good it actually made the national championship game. I mean, come on. Again, wouldn't you want somebody that was just in a national championship game to be in the Olympics? I would think, look, at the end of the day, sports is in part a television show, and I think we want to see her on our television. While at Iowa, Clark became the all-time leading scorer in the NC2A Division I basketball. She also rose to become amongst the biggest names in American sports. I wonder where she ranks right now. I would love to know where she ranks, especially if you were to say push aside NFL players. Where would she rank right now? It would have to be awfully high. Awfully high. So, I come over here to ESPN. Now check this out. How difficult will it be for Clark to make the team? Question mark. And they just put this article out today. Really tough. Let's look at the guards the group Clark has to try to crack. The Phoenix Mercury's Diana Taurasi, who is attempting to make her 6th Olympic team, is entering her 20th WNBA season and turns 42 in June. She has battled injuries in recent years and playing 26 of 40 Mercury games last season. Do we really need to see this dinosaur out there on the Olympic team? I mean, she can't stay healthy. You got to be kidding me, right? Why is this even a question? Taurasi's 2 decades of national team experience can benefit a U.S. group that doesn't have much preparation time. But the Americans won the 2022 FIBA World Cup without Taurasi or Sue Bird. There you go. They didn't even need her to win the World Cup. A 5-time Olympia who retired that year, still Taurasi seems like a strong bet to make the Olympics again. Other guards who have already won Olympic gold, either in 5-on-5 or 3-by-3, are Las Vegas Aces Chelsea Gray, Jackie Young, Kelsey Plum, Seattle Storm's Jewel Lloyd, and the Mystics Ariel Atkins, Dallas Wings Alicia Gray. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, I can't even believe that this is much of a conversation at all. Clark spent most of her time at point guard at Iowa and can also play shooting guard. But to make this Olympics, she will have to be picked over players who have more time in the pro game than she does. I don't know. I mean, I just know where the fever lies right now with this entire situation as far as, like, you're trying to grow this game, and supposedly, of course, we keep hearing that the WNBA wants to grow, but they seem to hate Caitlin Clark's guts. So, I mean, do they? Do they? I mean, they're getting all these new fans in, and they act like the most unappreciative league ever. They're fighting it true. Think about this. A league is fighting it tooth and nail against growing and becoming popular. I mean, who would see that coming? I can't believe it. Look, let's just keep it real. She's taking a lot of shit for being straight and white. There it is. I said it out loud. I said the quiet part out loud. She's taking a lot of shit for being straight and white in a league that's made up of a lot of black militant lesbians. There, I also kept it real. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, the only thing the WNBA is missing is Megan Rapinoe dribbling a basketball. And you get in Caitlin Clark, seems like all-American girl, came from Iowa, playing in Indiana, the Midwest. Obviously, patriotic America has already wrapped their loving arms around Caitlin Clark. What is more Olympic than that? I mean, if you're somewhere, if you're an NBC executive, or, look, let's say you're the commissioner of the WNBA as well, there's no way you don't want her on this team, right? You want her on the squad because it does nothing but give you, massive publicity for the growth of your league. And if you're NBC, you want the ratings. And if you're a fan of her and you're just trying to, become invested as her as an athlete, you want to see her wearing Olympic gold medals. I do. I don't know. You tell me what you think. Diana Taurasi. Say that out loud. Do you want Diana Taurasi? All right, this very cantankerous, hating, perpetually mad, spoiled brat dinosaur in basketball age, or do you want to see up-and-coming Caitlin Clark on the team? Yeah, I think it's odd that the arch nemesis that seems to be percolating in Diana Taurasi might actually keep Caitlin Clark off the team. I mean, that just seems, saying that out loud seems utterly stupid. Really? She might need a walker out there on the court, for crying out loud. Put Clark on the team. Wow. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.